Huh? Hamako-san? What happened to you?
Oh, Ichiban. You're a sight for sore eyes. I almost didn't recognize you there. Cleaned up quite nice since I last saw you.
Well, not much has changed on the inside. Anyway, you fall or something?
Yeah, sure did. Was just capping off an all-night bender and, well, my legs gave out. Do yourself a favor and don't get old.
Maybe take it easy on the binging. Health before pleasure, you know? Besides, if anything happened to you, this whole town would be drowning in tears.
Since when did you become such a charmer? Hard to believe this is the same bum who washed up broke at my place.
Come on, that was ages ago. More important, can you stand?
Yeah, this is nothing. Don't treat me like I'm some invalid. Now go, run along to your job. After all, work isn't something you can take for granted. You know that, right?
Yeah. Just don't hit the bottle too hard, okay?
Yeah, thanks. I'll be careful.
All right then. Good luck with your interview. Next in line, please.
My name's Shinya Sasaki. Pleasure to meet you.
Welcome. Take a seat. Did you happen to bring a resume?
Yes, sir, I did.
Sasaki-san, may I inquire about your criminal record?
It was theft, watches and cosmetics and the like. I would steal anything valuable I could get my hands on so long as it was small enough. I had a buddy who fenced stuff on the black market, so I usually sell it to him.
I see.
Does that, make things too difficult?
Sasaki-san, may I ask you something?
Sure.
I don't see any record of punishment on here. In that case, why put your criminal history at all?
Because I did those things, sir. If I'd hid my record to get a job, I'd only make trouble for the company if it ever got out. I really want to start fresh. I can't go around acting like that never happened.
That's a great way to think about it. On that note, don't worry. I have just the job for a man like you.
Really? What kind of job?
Well, simply put, shoplifting.
Excuse me. Would you be a dear and point me to the mouthwash?
Oh, sure. It should be right this way. Hey.
Pardon me, but do you think I could see this up close?
Sure. One moment. Good eye. This one's a top seller.
Isn't it just perfect, honey?
It's nice, but it's almost time for the movie. We should take a rain check.
Oh no, it's that late. We'll swing by after.
No trouble. Hope to see you again soon.
We're all done on our end.
How'd it go?
Got everything you asked for. Plus, a couple other big-ticket items for good measure.
Hot damn. Glad I went to the pros for this one. Okay, sunglasses, some cosmetics, a wallet, condoms. What else?
Long story short, every shop had a ton of blind spots, what with how they were set up. Of course, it's been ages since somebody had to rely on the fake arm routine. Get caught pulling something like that, and there's not much you can say. It's why it's common for thieves to work in teams nowadays. Usually, that means two roles. A lookout or a decoy, and then the thief. A little division of labor can go a long way.
A smaller cut in exchange for safety, huh? Well, it certainly beats jail time.
Good work today. I'm heading home.
Hey, you as well. Hope I can count on you again.
Yeah, thanks for everything.
Oh no. This was my first time helping someone steal something, so I was really nervous. Anyway, I'll see you two later.
See ya. So, that's why you were saying you needed a hand.
Yeah, the job's much easier for two than it is for one. She made for a pretty great actress, too.
I guess listing the job as extra worked out. Better than we could have hoped. But I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with your performance. You really know your stuff. Although, that last shop you hit up, from the look of it, they put a lot of money into their security system. I mean, the shop itself was fairly small, with cameras in every corner. Not only that, there wasn't much in the way of cover, meaning little to no blind spots. So how'd you swipe a high-end wallet out from under them?
Well, sometimes those stores have fake cameras, but I could tell these were the real deal. We were also the only customers, so the shopkeep always had an eye on us. That said, there was a camera above the register, and it was pointed more downwards than the others, meaning it wasn't getting a full view of the floor. Maybe they wanted it to focus more on the register, or it was just a mistake during installation. But either way, that right there was our blind spot.
No kidding.
And once I saw that, all I had to do was play the waiting game. Of course, the shopkeep realized what went down the moment we left, but the cameras got nothing on tape. The deed had already been done.
You really figured out all that on your first trip and made off with some goods to boot. I think I like this guy.
I'm just amazed there's a job like this out there, especially considering my past and all.
You know, they say 1.2 billion yen worth of merchandise gets stolen every year. Now, for most retailers, it's a A life or death issue that could sink your business, just like that. And despite that, a lot of business owners think all they need is a security guard or a few cameras.
And that's just not true. All that really does is add a few blind spots you didn't have before. In fact, it could actually make it easier to steal things.
Right. That is where we come in. It's our job to sniff out the gaps. As you might have figured, if you'd failed today, that would mean their security systems were all squared away.
But, as we can clearly see...
Yep. Then from here, I'll summarize their security flaws in a report and submit it to their managers. And that should do it for work they hired us for, but for my money, there's a real business opportunity here.
Meaning...
Meaning now, I can offer them consulting. Get a contract going, and I can advise them on where to place cameras or even introduce them to reputable security companies.
Makes sense.
Actually, once I get this business off the ground, I'm thinking of starting up my own security company. The goal is to have a firm that can handle everything from investigation to consultation to basic security.
Wow.
Howdy, fellas.
Hey, Kasuga.
Well, Adachi-san, how's Sasaki working out?
Well, if you ask me, he's a real pro. Already can't afford to lose him.
Can I take that to mean he's hired?
Yep. Glad to have him.
Thank you. I know I have a lot to learn, but I promise, I'll work real hard.
Hey. Look, your days of bowing like that are over, pal.
Oh, sorry. Force of habit.
Haha, we'll make a working-class civvy out of you yet.
What's the book?
Oh, I found this over at a nearby bookstore.
Security industry certification?
Right now, all you can do is steal and investigate. But that won't be enough. I was thinking you could study and get yourself certified. That way, you'll be ready to help out when Adachi-san expands his business.
Sure, that'd be a big help.
Give it a read when you get some time.
Kasuga-san, tell me, what's your goal in all this?
Huh?
I mean, at this point, it's just weird. You must want something, right? Who goes that far for a stranger? You don't have some ulterior motive.
Motive? Well, I guess you could say that. This is actually my way of repaying a debt.
A debt?
Everything I've done is what my patriarch in the Arakawa family was trying to do. It's the job he left behind when he passed on. He wanted to build a safe place for all the ex-Yakuza, those with nowhere to turn. Carrying out his will is everything to me. More than that, it's my reason to live. Still, I can really only handle a tiny piece of it. All in all, I'm just doing whatever I can.
For real? Man, you are one of a kind.
Anyhow, I ought to get going. Do right by Adachi-san here, okay?
So soon? Come on, you just got here.
I've still got work to wrap up. All right then. Good luck with everything.
Thanks. He's still on the clock? I never knew Hello Work was so busy.
Nah, hello work's done for the day. This, something a little different.
Huh?
There are a whole bunch of former Yakuza in Ijincho that Kasuga's helped out, same as you. Once he's done at the office, he typically heads out to check in and see how they're doing. The two biggest Yakuza organizations in Japan, the Omi Alliance and Tojo Clan, were completely dissolved. That day, no fewer than 30,000 Yakuza were spit back into the real world. A lot of them likely couldn't find work and weren't left with a whole lot of options. Kasuga, he's dead set on rehabilitating every last one of them.
Every single one? Is that even possible?
Well, not normally, no. But seeing him give his all, Well, it makes me feel like even the impossible's possible. It's hard not to help out a guy like that.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I feel the same.